We are back. It's been a while, and I got a story to tell you. So, here's the scoop on why we've had to relocate to a new place. Basically, just the old arena degraded over time, and I eventually had to get rid of it. But then came the good and the bad. I contacted a bunch of Lego landlords and secured a place where I could put an arena. But this guy didn't tell me how much it would cost or anything, so I'm gonna have to put in grandstands to cover it. This man wants $250 a week for me to rent this. That's $1,000 a month, and he wants his money right there and then. He wants it week to week. So I'm already back $250. I'm gonna have to put in grandstands and probably jack the tickets up pretty high. But yeah, this man, once he sees Lego Battlebots, so he might lower my rent. Because I'm hoping he does, because I got to get out of this hole. They say no hole's too deep to dig out of as long as you dig an inch at a time. So let's go ahead and get into this. So, with all that, let's begin Lego Battlebots Fight Night. If there's one word that can describe Eruption, it's inconsistency. Eruption is the type of bot that could beat Gigabyte and then lose to the bot with the highest ground clearance in the entire field. Does the Flipper have enough strength to hold up to Blue Flame's drum spinner and its wedge? We'll find out. I think Eruption will do pretty well, but it's on the bubble as to whether or not his Flipper is going to last. BattleBots explains Blue Flame is a relatively mediocre bot in my LEGO BattleBots series, generally doing well against bots like Eruption, but is not the greatest bot out there. I think Blue Flame is known best for losing his wedge at the most inconvenient times. However, it will be a battle of ground game until either Eruption or Blue Flame loses their ground game, and then Blue Flame may be able to tear apart Eruption with its drum. Let the mob out begin. Blue Flame trying to get under Eruption. Spins up again. And let the mob battle end. I need someone to do this part for me. Look at the damage on Eruption's Flipper. That was just after 2 hits from Blue Flame and flipping Blue Flame out of the arena. Yeah, Eruption's Flipper low-key sucks. But still, he was able to get Blue Flame out of the arena, so I guess he's at least momentarily better than Blue Flame. Right? Punjar is a bot that has history going back at least 26 years, and it's the closest thing to a Lego brick that I have. Well, I mean, it is a Lego brick, but it's the closest thing to a real brick that I got. This thing kind of has a low wedge, it's just extremely durable, and against Overkill, it may lose the ground game, but on pure durability, if it was a match of durability, it would win 100%, but we'll see what happens. Starting out, Overkill never was durable until he got the redesign. It was in Season 3 that Overkill got the redesign, and despite being durable, his knife just wasn't up to snuff. He's now incredibly durable with a low wedge and a pretty powerful, much improved knife. His exposed wheels are a weakness against spinners, but against Punjar, his only weakness is his back, if he does show it to Punjar. Let the bot battle begin. Here we go. Punjar with the early hit. Overkill gets a swing with the knife. Nothing really too much happening here. Overkill getting a couple more swings. And here comes Punjar trying to control Overkill. Overkill gets one more swing. I don't even know if that one hit Punjar. Now he's getting a few more swings. It's going to be more of a match of control, as Punjar is a literal Lego brick, so Overkill probably can do nothing to him. Here comes Overkill swinging. He's trying to do something to Punjar, though. Basically, controlling him is, like I said, is about all you can do in this situation. Oh, that was a good one right there. Overkill getting some control with that wedge. Something is going on with the camera. Here comes Overkill. Shot himself across the arena trying to swing that knife. And here we are. Overkill is upside down now. Well, nothing's really happening in this fight, so I had to hack up a log right there, but I'm fine. Overkill just keeps getting flipped over because Punjar has the lower ground clearance, and it was listed in the weaknesses that Overkill can be uncontrollable. It's more often than not. But Overkill's still getting some swings with that knife in. They're really weak, but they seem to do more than in real life, because in real life it does practically nothing. I don't even know what to say to this. This is crazy as to what's going on right here. I don't really know, but a piece of Overkill's knife has come off. Hey, this may go to a judge's decision, but man, I would hate to have to decide what's going on with this one. But Punjar looks to be under Overkill, and he just shot him out of the arena. Oh my God, Punjar with the win. I don't even know what to say to that. That was purely crazy. But basically, Punjar, the literal Lego Battlebots brick, will do anything for a win, and it shows. Oh, by the way, next is Huge versus War Easy. Let the mob out begin. We got Huge and War Easy. War Easy box rushes Huge. Now Huge trying to get some hits in, and is getting some hits in. Not much being done right here. There's a good hit from Huge, but War Easy just deflected it like it was nothing. War Easy getting some hits onto the axle of Huge, popping Huge into the air, which is kind of weird because I think Huge easily weighs more than War Easy does. That is to be debated, though. And Huge is getting some pretty decent hits on War Easy. I just noticed that one of those pieces on War Easy, one of the front armor pieces, have come off. That's like one of the weakest pieces of the bot. Now Huge spinning around trying to do damage, as if that's going to do anything to such a durable bot. Huge still trying to get some huge hits. The hits really ain't that huge, though, and neither from War Easy. War Easy still doing pretty good, even though he's lost one piece. He's still rushing in. He got flipped right there. And now Huge just controlling him as much as he can. Huge probably trying to rip off a wheel right there, but that weapon just couldn't reach it. It's kind of weird because that weapon can reach about anything else. Now Huge spinning around again. The way Huge does, trying to spin around like that is actually a little bit annoying at times. Now Huge landed some decent hits. Oh, there's a nice one. War Easy is basically keeping that weapon on Huge spinning. I think that's crazy. As Huge flips War Easy again, this is some pretty good control from Huge. I mean, he would probably win on the damage, but still though, it's a decent back and forth match. Nothing really happening in the category of damage, though, because War Easy is one of the most durable four-wheel drive vertical spinners in the competition. And Huge, it's just Huge. And look at this, and the other piece has come off. The other front armor piece of War Easy has come off. And it looks like neither of these bots are going to stand a chance of getting an UDA. So this fight is going to go to the judges. And this will be quite a tough one to decide, I think. Well, I think the judges' results are in, so let's go down to the pits with a guy whose name I don't even know, and let's see the results.
Come on, man. Give me more than $12 a week, I beg you. Anyways, I'm down in the pits with 3 guys, none of whom I know, ready to score the battle. I doubt you know them either, but I'm told that there are 7 points per judge.
And what you've been told is right. 7 points per judge and 21 points. Not sure how many seasons that's been, but it's been for quite a while.
Judge 1 scored the battle 4-3 in favor of Huge. Looks like Judge 2 calls it 3-4 in favor of War Easy. Screw this horse crap, I'm leaving until you raise my pay to at least $14 a week.
Horse crap? Look at the pot calling the kettle black. Come on, Judge 3, tell us who's winning.
I say 4-3 in favor of Huge.
Well, it sounds like Huge is your winner, and we just had somebody walk out and slam the door on us. Alright, let's move on. Cobalt is one of the legends of the channel, despite not being a champion. His overall performance against about every bot is good enough for him really to be an outshining star. With a powerful vertical spinner and very low ground clearance and some durability, he just might have what it takes to get it done against Dantomkia, who has about the exact opposite of Cobalt. Dantomkia is one of those relatively successful bots, and despite having high ground clearance on the sides and on the rear, also known as the butt, he does relatively well because of a powerful flipper and kinda low wedges. Insert definition of forks right there. He's got to find the weak points on Cobalt because he is definitely not going to win the ground clearance. However, he may stand a good chance should he find the weak points. Let the bot battle begin. We got Dantomkia and Cobalt. I basically had no more to say before the main event. Oh, and that's Cobalt's weapon, along with one of Dantomkia's forks. Cobalt's weapon is already gone. Holy Lord, that is crazy. Dantomkia is starting to get flipped over. Oh, Dantomkia with a flip right there. But he played with his food a little too much, I think. Or he is playing with his food a little too much. Now Cobalt gets under him. Almost. Or kinda. Dantomkia tries to land another flip. I say he should have gotten him. He should have kept him down when he was down. Oh, there goes the flipper of Dantomkia. And Cobalt flips him. And that's going to be it. Cobalt flips Dantomkia. Dantomkia treated Cobalt like a tasty piece of food and paid the absolute price for it. You know, I never thought I would say this, but with Cobalt basically taking advantage of Dantomkia's stupidity, I think it was pretty good. I mean, yeah. Well, with Cobalt and Dantomkia, they're both really good bots in their own matter, but I think Cobalt was probably going to win that fight anyways. But Dantomkia really did have a chance until the moment he didn't. But when Cobalt broke the weapon, that really changed everything, but it really did, you know. But kind of lost what I was going to say right there. I mean, losing to Cobalt is kind of a tough pill to swallow, but it's not a ridiculous pill to swallow. And Cobalt, being one of the best spots in the competition, is good practice for Dantomkia. With that, I don't have much more to say about this. Although, what I do have to say is, I really thank you for tuning in and watching this. And, well, it's been the first time in over a year that I've posted, so I'm glad that whoever is here from over a year ago has come back. And, yeah, I really thank you for your continued support, because it's good coming back to a community that I know is supporting me even a year after I've been on a hiatus. But with that, that's about all I got. And I'll see you in the next thing I do. I don't know when that'll be, but I'll see you in the next thing.